Okay, sorry I had to stop. I do have to do that a lot. I have to just do these when I feel led by God and when I feel physically well enough to do them, because I have chronic illnesses, and so there can be days and weeks that go by where I just don't feel like doing this. And I've had a really good day, and I had someone ask me how I was delivered from fear, and I really wanted to share it. So I've done it while I'm out and about doing grocery shopping and going to the doctor and things. But I take so many pictures that I always have too many things on my phone, and there's never enough room to make more than a short video at a time. So I need to take care of that. But I'm gonna have way better channel, way better videos coming up soon for you guys instead of the filming in the car and no titles and things, because I just got a used laptop and I can do a better job now. So, but it's all God. It's all God. It doesn't matter. And anyway, point being, I think where I left off was I was talking about how for so long I felt like I was really responsible for making all the right decisions and being overly cautious, and I was fearful because of things I've been through that had been really traumatic, and I wasn't trusting God enough to take care of me. And really, I felt like I just wasn't trusting other people. But when it comes down to it, when you think that it's up to you to make all the right decisions all the time, and if you don't, the whole world's going to fall apart, then you're putting too much on yourself and not enough on God. And so when I was sexually assaulted again last year, it rocked my world and I fell apart big time, but I let myself fall apart and had good self care. And I kind of did go to an extreme of being a little demanding and selfish. That I did. You go to extremes sometimes trying to find a balance, but in doing that, there are a lot of things that I used to do right and perfect and on time, and it was super responsible on things, which is a great thing. That I couldn't do. There were times I would pull into a grocery store to go do, like I do Ibotta. I've probably talked about on older videos to do the money saving app, the Ibotta, and I would help like plan out all my stuff real well and online coupon and app, and do all the planning. And it'd take an hour or more to even do all that when you do shop. And I got to where when after that happened, I could pull up to the grocery store and sit in a parking spot and for an hour and a half, I'd try to psych myself up to go inside. I was so broken and so fearful, and had panic attacks to the point that I couldn't do normal things. I couldn't do all the right things to take care of stuff. I'd forget about a bill, that was due. I'd maybe not be as aware of my surroundings and be super cautious and careful when I went places, or whether or not the phone was charged, or whether or not there was gas in the car. And the things I always thought I had to do to be super cautious to keep me safe and to keep my daughter safe, and to make sure we had a home and bills paid, I kind of lost it. I kind of stopped being super responsible and cautious and careful. And what happened though is I discovered the world didn't fall apart. We're still here. We're still alive. We still ate. We still, God will take care of you. It doesn't mean you shouldn't be responsible, but you don't have to live in extreme fear that whatever happens, even if the worst happens, or even if you're not on top of it all the time, He's got such grace for us. And the truth is that everything I did right, as much as I tried to do everything right and plan and be cautious, that didn't keep me from getting assaulted. It didn't. You should use caution. You should be smart, but it's not going to prevent you from ever having hardships or traumas or anything like that. Pray that you don't, and God does protect us from so much more than we ever know. But when something comes through and we experience a hurt or hardship, all we can do is look at it and say, Lord, what good can you bring from this? How can you help me grow? And what's happened is that now I'm not so afraid. I'm not so afraid. The thing I feared worst might ever happen again did happen again, but I'm here. I survived and I grew through it in tremendous ways. And so now I don't go around thinking I have to prevent it, I have to prevent it, I have to prevent it. I don't have to prevent it. God will. And I'm not going to live in fear of what might happen, because what I thought could happen did happen, and I'm still here, and I'm better because of it. And we just have to believe that whatever we experience in life, either God will prevent us from getting hurt in some way, or He'll use it for His glory. And so now I'm not constantly thinking I have to be on top of it all 24/7. I know I can fall apart. I know I can let my guard down. I know I can relax a little bit, because if I'm not on top of it, God will be on top of it, and He'll take care of me. And if I drop the ball, He'll use it to build me and help me grow. And so now, anything I go through, if I start to feel panicky and tense like I used to, I'll just stop and say, no, I refuse to fear. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be afraid. Finding directions somewhere the other day, I got rerouted. There was highway trouble. The GPS on the phone wasn't working, and I was starting to feel panicky. I don't know where I'm at. What will I do? And I went, nope, not going to do it. I just have to catch myself and say, I'm not going to let myself go to a place of fear. The devil wants to control